And we are live here at Historic McDonough Park for another evening of PGCBL baseball as the Geneva Red Wings host the Batavia Muckdogs, and an exciting game ahead of us, starting with the lines for both teams. First for the visiting Muckdogs, leading off the right fielder number 16, Josh Leadham, batting second for the Muckdogs, the third baseman number 88, Giuseppe Arcuri. At first base, number 33, Henry Daniels, the center fielder number 18, Anthony Calabro, the designated hitter number 23, Adam Agresti. At second base, number 36, Lucas Lopez. The extra hitter for the Muckdogs this evening will be number 45, Matt DiStefano. Behind the dish, the catcher number 44, Bryce Montalaro. At shortstop, number 7, Caleb Rodriguez. Out in left field, number 32, Rashad Robinson. And on the mound for the Muckdogs will be number 20, Preston Prince. Now the starting lineup for your Geneva Red Wings, the right fielder number 40, Nate Milk, in the leadoff spot. The left fielder number 11, Parker Walsh. At third base, number 33, Danny Rogers. Behind the dish, the catcher number 39, Brennan Staubley. At first base, number 30, Daniel Scalaro. The designated hitter number 25, Ryan Knight. And the second baseman number 2, John Aller. And the center fielder number 10, Ethan Fulton. No extra hitter for the Red Wings tonight. At shortstop, number 1, Cameron Boardman. And getting the start on the mound from Central Connecticut State University will be number 34, Drew Munn. So just going into a little quick recap, looking at the rest of the June for the Geneva Red Wings. The Red Wings will also be at home tomorrow against the Elmira Pioneers. So another Western Division showdown right here at McDonough Park, 7:05 start time. Then we've got the Syracuse Saltcats coming to McDonough Park. So 3 straight home games. That'll be an exhibition, 7:05 start time on Tuesday. Then back-to-back games yet again against the Elmira Pioneers. Shout out to John Clement. Just saw you in the comments. And yes, I am the voice of a few different teams, also the Newark Pilots. So back-to-back games against the Elmira Pioneers on the road Wednesday, 7:05, and back here at McDonough for 2 straight games, one against Elmira on Thursday, the 15th, and then against the Niagara Power on Friday. Looking at the standings coming into tonight's game for the Western Division, the Jamestown Tarpskunks sit atop everyone at 4-1. Behind them, the Elmira Pioneers at 4-2. The Power at 4-2. Then the Auburn Doubledays at 3-2. The Batavia Muckdogs, obviously here tonight, are 3-2, and then the Geneva Red Wings at 1-4, and still without a win. Those Newark Pilots are over there in Auburn tonight, and they were trailing 4-1 at the start of the top of the third last time I checked. But the Newark Pilots are 0-6. On the other side of things, for the eastern side of things, for the East Division, the Amsterdam Mohawks, obviously starting out great yet again, 7-0 for them. The Diamond Dogs sitting at 5-2. Albany Dutchmen at 4-3, Boonville Lumberjacks at 3-4, the Oneonta Outlaws at 3-4, Utica Blue Sox at 3-5, the Watertown Rapids at 3-6, and both at 1-3 are the Glens Falls Dragons and the Saugerties Stallions, 1-3. So we'll be right back. We'll take a break here on Finger Lakes One Radio and the Newark Pilots Geneva Red Wings YouTube channel. And we are back here at Historic McDonough Park as the Geneva Red Wings host the Batavia Muckdogs, and it'll be Drew Munn from Central Connecticut State University, D1. Their program are the Blue Devils. We're actually just in the College World Series, a part of it. The regionals, they were defeated by South Carolina. So Drew Munn getting the start, his first start as a member of the Geneva Red Wings team. And you're listening on Phoenix One Radio and the Geneva Red Wings YouTube channel. Leading off for the Muckdogs will be the right fielder number 16, Josh Leadham. So Josh Leadham leading things off for the Muckdogs here in the top of the first. And so far, both these teams, as you saw on the pregame graphic, sitting at the bottom half. And we'll bring it up again. The bottom half of those Western Division standings, as the Batavia Muckdogs at 3-2 and the Geneva Red Wings at 1-4. These two teams met just a few days ago as the Batavia Muckdogs defeated the Geneva Red Wings over in Batavia 10-6. And completely different lineup for the Red Wings from that game a few days ago, back on the 9th. So 2 days ago, that game was. Brendan Staubly did play in that game. He'll be playing tonight. He was 2 for 4 for the team with an RBI, the redshirt freshman from Franklin Pierce University, Division II powerhouse. Also in the lineup from that game will be Nate Milk. He went 1 for 3 on the night. And Mr. Knight for the Ryan Knight, the designated hitter tonight, is in the lineup as well. He went 2 for 3 a few days ago. Very, very similar for the most part lineup for the Muckdogs from the 2-day ago game, as Josh Leadham will be leading things off here, stepping up to the plate for this Batavia Muckdogs team. So Josh Leadham leading things off here in the top of the first inning. As Leadham steps up to the plate. First pitch to him. In there for a strike. Count at 0-1. So no balls, 1 strike, no outs here to Josh Leadham, who is leading things off for the Muckdogs. Pitch from Munn. Misses away. Count is at 1-1 now, all evened up. Leadham coming in tonight, batting .333 on the summer so far. Went 0 for 3 2 nights ago in the 10-6 victory for the Muckdogs. The 1-1 pitch misses high. Count at 2-1. Leadham 0 for 3 the other day against, as I mentioned, but did have 2 runs in the game, so came around to score twice. The 2-1 pitch misses high from Munn. Counts at 3-1 now, as Leadham will step back in. Spread batting stance for Leadham, as that pitch misses away. So it's a leadoff walk for Josh Leadham, as he'll head towards first base. And that will now bring up Giuseppe Arcuri, the third baseman, also batting .333 coming into tonight for the Muckdogs. Arcuri went 2 for 4 with 2 RBI in the 10-6 win back on Friday for the Muckdogs. So Arcuri will step in with Leadham on first. That one misses inside. Counts at 1-0. So 1 ball, no strikes, no outs here to Giuseppe Arcuri, number 88. Not often you see baseball players with the higher digit numbers, but Arcuri an exception, as the runner faked out everyone, thought the runner was going as Leadham retreated back to first base. That one swung on a miss. Counts at 1-1 to Giuseppe Arcuri. And again, Drew Munn making his first start of the season for the Red Wings. The 1-1 pitch swung on and popped up out of play here into the parking lot at McDonough. Count at 1-2 now. So Munn ahead in the count for the first time here tonight. Arcuri from Allentown, New Jersey, and St. Leo University steps back in. The runner goes. That one swung on and hit and run on. That one is hit into deep left field as the left fielder underneath it. That's Parker Walsh out there that made the play for the out. So F7, dangerous play there. Josh Leadham had to retreat back to first base on the flyout. One away here in the top of the first inning for the Muckdogs, and that'll bring up the lefty, Henry Daniels, at first base, and number 33 for the Batavia Muckdogs here tonight. Coming into this evening, batting .294. A little bit of overcast here at Historic McDonough. Runner goes, the throw down in time. So Josh Leadham caught stealing. Heck of a throw there from Brendan Stobley. So that's the second out of the inning, and the pitch was missed for a ball. So count it 1-0, but more importantly, 2 outs now. So caught stealing is Josh Leadham over there at first base. 2-6. So 2 gone here. Big cut and a big miss there for Henry Daniels. Counts evened up at 1-1. And after getting that leadoff runner, 2 quick outs for the Batavia Muckdogs and the Red Wings, looking to get out of the inning early here. As that one swung and fouled off down the line into the Muckdogs bullpen. Count at 1-2 now. So 1 ball, 2 strike. And Munn quickly back on the mound. The 1-2 pitch. Swung on a hit to the first baseman, who makes a diving play. Gets it out of his glove. Not in time. And Munn not happy with the call. Protesting immediately to the umpire, but it won't change the call. So that will be an infield single for Henry Daniels. So an infield single there for Henry Daniels, and the Muckdogs have a 2-out base runner. That'll bring up Anthony Calabro as he'll step in. Batting .285 coming into this evening for the Muckdogs. First pitch to him. Big cut and a big miss. Count it 0-1. As that's Henry Daniels over there at first base, number 33. Calabro steps back in. 0-1 pitch misses outside. Count at 1-1 now. As he steps back in. And Calabro from St. John's, Florida, plays at the University of West Georgia. The 1-1 pitch misses. Count at 2-1 now. So Drew Munn falling behind in the count here to Anthony Calabro, the center fielder for the Batavia Muckdogs here tonight. The pitch taken for a strike. Looked like a slider on the outer half of the plate there. Count now at 2-2. Good pitch there from Drew Munn for the called strike. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the top of the first inning. The 2-2 pitch from Munn. That one just taken a little high. Count is now full at 3-2. A walk here would advance Daniels to second base and put runners on first and second for the Muckdogs. So the full count and the payoff pitch from Munn just misses outside. So that will put runners on first and second. Daniels was stealing, but nonetheless, it won't matter, as now runners on first and second. As that'll now bring up number 23, Adam Agresti, the designated hitter. Batting 200 for these Muckdogs tonight, and the fifth batter to step to the plate this inning. So Adam Agresti will step in for Batavia. Agresti from Yorktown Heights, New York, by way of St. John's University, out of the Big East. So that one misses high, count at 1-0. And former Syracuse assistant basketball coach Rick Pitino actually will be at St. John's coaching basketball there this upcoming season. So 1 ball, no strikes, 2 outs. The 1-0 pitch, that one swung on and hit down the line. Count at 1-1 now. So 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs here. The 1-1 pitch taken for a strike. Count at 1-2. So 1 ball, 2 strike, 2 outs here to Adam Agresti, the designated hitter. The 1-2 pitch swung on and missed, strike 3 for the third out of the inning. So Drew Munn gets out of trouble. Heading to the bottom half of the first, the Red Wings will be up to bat for the first time. It'll be the right fielder, number 40, Nate Milk, leading things off. We'll be right back on Finger Lakes One Radio and the Geneva Red Wings YouTube channel. As we're back here on Finger Lakes One Radio and the Geneva Red Wings YouTube channel, will be Nate Milk leading things off for the Red Wings from Niagara University, as he'll step in for the first time this evening, batting .363 on the summer thus far. As Nate Milk will step in. First pitch to him from Preston Prince, misses high, count at 1-0. So Nate Milk will step back in. That one taken for a strike, count now at 1-0 to Nate Milk, batting .364, as we mentioned. This is his 5th game this summer with the team. Has 4 hits and 11 ABs, 5 runs scored, a double, and 2 RBI. Counts at 2-1 now to Milk. As that one swung on, count now at 2-2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, no outs. The 2-2 swung on and fouled out of play. Count now. Still at 2-2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, no outs. That one misses for a ball. Count now full at 3-2. And Nate Milk on the verge of working a full count walk to lead off the game. The pitch swung on and hit that one into the right side of the infield. First baseman underneath it makes the grab in fair territory. So a leadoff pop out for Nate Milk, and that'll now bring up Parker Walsh, the left fielder number 11 for the Red Wings. So score that one P3 and an out. And it's the Muckdogs' first out of the game forced against these Red Wings. So Parker Walsh steps in batting .200 on the summer. First pitch swung on and missed. Big cut there from Parker Walsh. Nothing doing. Count now 0-1 with one gone here in the bottom half of the first inning. That one swung on and missed yet again. Another big cut and another big miss for Parker Walsh. Quickly behind in the count, 0-2. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. In the bottom of the first. 1-2 pitch. Strike 3 in there for the out. 2 away quickly for the Red Wings. So a backwards K for Parker Walsh. And that will now bring up Daniel Rogers making his Geneva Red Wings debut. So Daniel Rogers will step back in. That one misses quickly inside. Count at 1-0. That one almost hit Rogers. From Central Connecticut State University. That one swung on a hit into the net here at McDonough Park. Very gray and very cloudy here in the outfield. Looks like the rain might be coming our way. If there are any rain delays, we'll give you those as they become available to us up here in the press box. Count now at 1-2. The 1-2 pitch misses. Count at 2-2 now. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs here in the bottom of the first inning. That one misses as well. Count now full, 3-2. And again, the next game for the Geneva Red Wings will be right here tomorrow. And I'll be back tomorrow broadcasting here on Finger Lakes One Radio and the Geneva Red Wings YouTube channel. It'll be against the Elmira Pioneers, 7:05 p.m. start time. 3-2 pitch. Taken strike 3 for the third out of the inning. So the Red Wings go down 1-2-3, heading to the top of the second inning. The Muckdogs will be up to bat. We'll be right back on Finger Lakes One Radio and the Geneva Red Wings YouTube channel. back here at McDonough Park. Again, apologize for the technical difficulties. This is probably the best camera angle we're going to get from the press box up here at McDonough Park on the roof of the actual grandstands. So we're all the way up here, and there's double protection so that way no one can fall through. So again, apologies to those watching and listening at home. This is probably the best angle we're going to get of the field, as Lucas Lopez is up at the plate for the Batavia Muckdogs, leading things off for them here in the top of the second inning, batting .272 on the summer. 0-0 your score here in the top of the second. Drew Munn back out for another inning of work for the Red Wings. The 2-2 pitch misses outside. Count now full at 3-2 to Lucas Lopez. So 3 balls, 2 strikes. The pitch from Munn. That one swung on a hit back up the middle to the second baseman, who fields it and throws over to first. So a 4-3 ground out for Lucas Lopez. And that was Matt DiStefano will now be up at the plate, the extra hitter for the Muckdogs here tonight. And that was John Aller throwing it over to the first baseman, Daniel Scalaro. Matt DiStefano, first pitch to him, taken for strike one. Count now at 0-1. Batting .300 on the summer is DiStefano. He steps back in. That one fouled off sharply towards the Geneva Red Wings dugout. And again, 0-0 your score here in the top of the second inning. Across the scoreboard so far for the visiting Muckdogs, no runs, 1 hit, no errors. And for the Red Wings, no runs on no hits, no errors. It's only 1 hit in the ball game thus far, and that was for the Muckdogs. That one's hit to the third baseman, thrown on to first, 2 away. Good play there from Daniel Rogers, making his Geneva Red Wings debut, falling away to his left, cross his body throw for the out. Over to Scalaro there at first. So 5-3 ground out for DiStefano. Quickly 2 away for the Muckdogs. And Drew Munn making quick work of the Muckdogs here in the top of the second inning. As that'll now bring up Bryce Montalaro, the catcher. Batting .142 on the summer thus far for the Muckdogs. First pitch taken for a strike. Good pitch there from Munn yet again. And he's ahead in the count. Montalaro wearing number 44 for these Muckdogs. Second pitch just misses outside. Very close pitch there. Looked as if Munn had painted the corner, but the home plate umpire didn't think so. So the count at 1-1 now. That one swung on and missed. Good breaking ball there from Drew Munn. Count now 1-2. Folded Montalaro over. 1-2 pitch, taken strike 3, outer half of the plate. And the Batavia Muckdogs go 1-2-3 here in the top of the second. Drew Munn dealing. Heading to the bottom half of the second inning. The Red Wings are up to bat. We'll be right back on Finger Lakes One Radio and the Newark Pilots, the Geneva Red Wings YouTube channel. on Finger Lakes One Radio and the Geneva Red Wings YouTube channel. It'll be Brennan Staubley leading things off for the Red Wings here, the catcher behind the dish tonight, and has been very active thus far. Already threw a runner out in the first inning, as it was Josh Leadham caught stealing back in the first pitch, swinging for him, and he missed on that one. Batting .300 thus far, coming onto the summer. A late addition to this Red Wings team, was actually on the Newark Pilots roster originally, and then came over here to the Geneva Red Wings just a few games ago, and thus far has been very productive. As I mentioned, batting .300, and it's not every day you see a catcher hitting over .300, but Staubley an exception to that, as the 1-1 pitch, that one popped up behind the dish here. The catcher underneath it makes the grab. So P1 for Brennan Staubley, and one away quickly here. And that'll now bring up Daniel Scalero. So Scalero will come up to the plate now after the foul pop-up from Staubley. And Scalero batting .384 on the summer for these Red Wings. Second on the team in batting average at .385. First pitch missed for a ball. That one in there for a strike. Count at 1-1 now. So 1 ball, 1 strikes to Daniel Scalero. That one bounced in the dirt. Count now at 2-1. So 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out here to Daniel Scalero. As he steps back in. That one swung on and missed. Big swing there from Scalero. Counts evened up at 2 now. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out here in the bottom of the second inning. 0-0 your score. That one fouled off, so we'll do the 2-2 again here. In the bottom of the second inning. 0-0 your score. The 2-2 pitch. That one misses. Counts now full at 3-2. So 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out here in the bottom half of the second inning. The pitch from Preston Prince. Swung on and hit. That one hit on the first base side. First baseman fields it and flips over to the pitcher, who makes it just in time and almost trips up the pitcher. So score that one 3-1. And 2 quickly away here in the bottom half of the second. As they'll now bring up the designated hitter number 25, Ryan Knight. Batting .250 thus far on the season for the Geneva Red Wings. So Knight will come up to bat from Peabody, Massachusetts, and the University of Hartford, where he will be a junior next season. First pitch swinging for Knight. That one is a miss. Count it 0-1. So no balls, 1 strike, 2 outs here. As that one swung on and missed as well. So Preston Prince quickly gets ahead in the count for the Muckdogs. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here. Red Wings still looking for their first hit of the ball game. 0-2 pitch. That one swung on and hit off the inner half of the barrel. That one will kick foul. So we will do the 0-2 again. And again, Knight did play a few nights ago and had the second most hits for the Red Wings behind Ethan Swidler. As Swidler went 3 for 4 the other night with 2 RBI. Knight went 2 for 3 with 2 runs scored. 0-2 pitch from Prince misses outside. Counts now at 1-2. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the bottom of the second inning. 0-0 your score. The pitch swung on and missed, strike 3. And again, the Red Wings go down 1-2-3. Heading to the top of the third, the Batavia Muckdogs will be up to bat. We'll be right back on Finger Lakes One Radio and the Geneva Red Wings YouTube channel. on Finger Lakes One Radio and the Geneva Red Wings YouTube channel will be Caleb Rodriguez leading things off for the Muckdogs, the 9-hole hitter. At shortstop tonight, came in tonight batting 142 for the Muckdogs. First pitch from Drew Munn, back out for his third inning of work thus far for the Geneva Red Wings. That one missed for a ball. Counts at 1-0. And across the board thus far, no runs on one hit, no errors for the Muckdogs. As the 1-0 pitch drops in there for a strike for Munn. Good break to that pitch. Counts at 1-1 now. And for the Red Wings, no runs, no hits, no errors. So nothing on the scoreboard so far for the Red Wings. 1-1 pitch from Munn. That one popped up. First base side. Scalero hustles over. Can't make the play as that one just bounced before him and hit into the shallow fence there underneath the first base line pavilion. Good hustle from Scalero over there at first base, but just couldn't beat that one out as that one kind of just died off right in front of him. So 1-2 the count now. Drew Munn ahead in the count. The 1-2 pitch. That one swung on and missed. Strike three. Drew Munn, another strikeout, his third strikeout of the game. And that'll now bring up the left fielder, number 32, Rashad Robinson. And the 10th and last batter in this lineup for the Batavia Muckdogs. Batting .250 thus far on the summer. He'll step in from the right side of the batter's box to face Drew Munn, who has been absolutely locked in. That one misses for a ball. Counts at 1-0. As for Munn, he's retired 5 straight. That one in there for a strike. Count at 1-1 now. So 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out here. In the top of the third inning, 0-0 your score. That one misses high. Count it 2-1 now. And again, we are in the top of the third inning. That one swung on and hit to the second baseman, who fields and throws over to Scalero at first. 4-3 ground out. And 2 away quickly here in the top of the third. 6 straight batters retired for Drew Munn. And that'll take us back to the top of the order, as that'll be Josh Leadham, the right fielder, number 16. No official at bat thus far, but in his first plate appearance, walked for the Muckdogs. As that's Josh Aller over there at first. Half swing there. They're going to point over to first base and say he did go around, so the count's at 0-1. After the 4-3 ground out for Rashad Robinson, Leadham steps back up. 333 his batting average coming to this at bat. Second pitch of the AB on the outer half of the plate. So 2 quick pitches and 2 quick strikes for Drew Munn, looking to retire his 7th straight batter. No balls, 2 strikes. The pitch for Munn. Swung on and hit. That one hit down the third base line. They're going to call that one foul. And it looked as if Rogers had hit that ball in fair territory. And Joey Martinez, the second-year coach for the Muckdogs, stepping on the foul line and pointing fair, not happy with the call. And honestly, I can't blame him. It looked as if that one was fair. That one swung on and missed. Strike 3. Munn sets down his 7th straight batter, heading to the bottom of the third inning. 0-0 your score. We'll be right back on Finger Lakes One Radio and the Geneva Red Wings YouTube channel. As we're back here on Finger Lakes One Radio and the Geneva Red Wings YouTube channel, will be John Aller leading things off here in the bottom of the third inning. And so far, the Red Wings, 6 batters up and 6 batters down, still without their first base runner or hit of the ball game. Aller looking to change that here, batting 100 on the summer thus far. Curveball dropped in the dirt, fooled Aller. Count quickly now, 0-1. As he'll step back in, playing second base tonight for these Red Wings. The 0-1 pitch from Prince bounced in the count at 1-1 now. As he'll step back in. That one swung on and missed. Counts now 1-2 to Aller. Plays at Lafayette College. The 1-2 pitch swung on and popped up foul. We'll do the 1-2 again here from McDonough Park. Sun's starting to shine through the gray a little bit. We'll see if this storm passes over. It looks like on the third base side in the sky. Looks clear skies over there, but right dead center in the middle, as you can see a little bit on the camera, it's just completely gray above us. That one misses high and away. Count now evened up at 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Josh Aller in his first at-bat of the night against Preston Prince. And Prince, 6 straight batters retired for him and make it 7. That one right down the pipe. Aller watches that one go. So backwards K for him. And the first out of the bottom of the third. And that'll now bring up Ethan Fulton, the center fielder for the Red Wings tonight, number 10 from Trumansburg, New York. As Fulton will step in. And Prince has appeared in one game earlier for the Muckdogs. 2.2 innings pitched, 6 hits and 7 runs. So turning those fortunes around. Certainly was banged up in his first start for the team. As the second pitch of the AB misses for a ball. Counts now 1-1 to Ethan Fulton. As Fulton will step back in. That one swung on and missed. Breaking ball fooled Fulton. And Prince ahead in the count now 1-2. Fulton will be a sophomore next season at St. John Fisher University in the Empire 8 Conference. That one swung on and hit up the middle to the shortstop as that is thrown over to first. Caleb Rodriguez over to Henry Daniels for the out. 2 away here in the bottom of the third. And that will now bring up the 9-hole hitter for the Red Wings. No extra hitter for them tonight, remember that. So we'll be back at the top of the order. Awaiting on deck is Nate Milk, the right fielder. But Boardman will step in, the shortstop for the Red Wings tonight, batting 125 on the summer thus far. Lefty on lefty matchup, as that one misses low and away. Count at 1-0 to Boardman, as he'll step back in. Boardman wearing number 1 for the Geneva Red Wings. That one taken for a strike. Count evened up at 1. 1-1 your count. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs here in the bottom of the third inning. 0-0 your score. The 1-1 pitch from Prince. That one bounced. Good stop there from the catcher, Mortellaro. And the count now at 2-1. Boardman from the University of Hartford. 5'10", 165 lefty. As that one is hit to the third baseman on a line and absolutely snagged by our Curry over there for the third out of the inning. So the entire Red Wings lineup, 9 up, 9 down, heading to the top of the fourth inning. The Batavia Muckdogs are up to bat. We'll be right back on Finger Lakes One Radio on the Geneva Red Wings YouTube channel. here at Historic McDonough Park on Finger Lakes One Radio and the Geneva Red Wings YouTube channel. Again, I'm Kyle French, bringing the action to you. Drew Munn back out for his fourth inning of work, and he set down 7 straight Batavia Muckdogs. First pitch to the leadoff batter, number 88, Giuseppe Arcuri, misses for a ball. Counts at 1-0. As Arcuri will step back in for the Muckdogs. Second pitch of the AB misses as well, so back-to-back balls from Drew Munn. Arcuri in his first at-bat flew out to the left fielder, Parker Walsh, back in the first inning. So 2 balls, no strikes to Arcuri as he'll step back in. The 2-0 pitch, that one swung on and ripped down the line. Foul, that one will hit off the fence near the Muckdogs dugout. Count now 2-1. Only 1 hit so far, and we're in the top of the 4th inning between both teams. As the 2-1 pitch swung on and hit, that one popped up in the infield as the shortstop underneath it for the out. Cameron Boardman puts the out. So P6 for Parker Arcuri, and that will now bring up Henry Daniels, the man with the only hit thus far in the ball game. So that will bring up Mr. Daniels. Henry Daniels will step up for the Batavia Muckdogs. 1 for 1 on the night, and he singled and was left on base back in the first inning. Drew Munn, 8 straight batters retired. First pitch to Daniels misses for a ball. Counts at 1-0. And again, his hit back in the first inning was very close to being an out. As that one, not sure where that one missed. Count now at 2-0. And fooled everyone here, as that one for sure looked like it was right at the knees. So 2 balls, no strikes, 1 out here. Top of the 4th. That one swung on and ripped down the line, foul. And that one will kick all the way to the wall, but foul. So 2 balls and 1 strike now to Henry Daniels, the 3-hole hitter for the Muckdogs here this evening. And again, the Muckdogs used to be in the New York Penn League, as they were the farm team for the Miami Marlins for quite some time before the New York Penn League was dispersed. Short season single A. That one swung on a miss. Count it 2-2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out here, and Drew Munn dealing for these Geneva Red Wings. The 2-2 pitch swung on and fouled off. Just tipped off the end of the bat for Daniels. So we'll do the 2-2 again here. And again, you're listening on Finger Lakes One Radio and the Geneva Red Wings YouTube channel. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out here. In the top of the 4th, the 2-2 pitch from Munn. That one swung on the line to the diving second baseman Allard, but right over his glove, as Daniels with his second hit of the ball game. And there's only been 2 hits total between both teams in the ball game, and they're both off the bat of Henry Daniels. So a 1-out single for him. And that breaks the streak of 8 straight retired for Drew Munn. And that will bring up the cleanup hitter, Anthony Calabro, as he'll step in. Walked back in the first inning for the Muckdogs. First pitch of the AB misses for a ball. Count at 1-0. Very close miss yet again for Calabro. As the 1-0 pitch misses. Count it 2-0. So 2 balls, no strikes, 1 out here in the top of the 4th. The pitch from Munn. And therefore a strike on the inner half of the plate. Calabro not happy with the call, but nonetheless counts now 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out here. Henry Daniels over there on first base. 2-1 pitch on the outer half of the plate again. 2-2 your count. And you can just see the frustration in Calabro's body language. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The 2-2 pitch for Munn. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. And Calabro heading back to the dugout and had some choice words. Very frustrated, but the second out of the inning. And a strikeout swinging for him. That'll now bring up Adam Agresti, the designated hitter tonight for these Muckdogs. Number 23 struck out swinging in the first inning, and he's came into tonight batting 200. So that will now bring up Adam Agresti. And so far, in 3 2/3 inning of work, as that one misses for a ball, in 3 2/3 inning of work, Drew Munn, 5 strikeouts already. As he has been running roughshod over to this Muckdogs lineup. The 1-0 pitch, that one swung on and hit foul, out of play. Quick reaction from Stabley behind the dish there to rip the mask off. Was ready to catch that one, but that one goes out of play. So 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs here. Top of the 4th. 0-0 your score here at Historic McDonough Park. Sun starting to peek through. That one misses outside. Count it 2-1. So Adam Agresti will step back in from the right side of the batter's box. So righty on righty matchup. 2 balls, 1 strike, the pitch. That one swung on and roped into left field. The left fielder trails back and makes the grab. Parker Walsh with the grab out there for the 3rd out of the inning. Heading to the bottom of the 4th. The Red Wings are up to bat. 0-0 your score. We'll be right back on Finger Lakes One Radio and the Geneva Red Wings YouTube channel. Back here once again at Historic McDonough Park in good old Geneva, New York, heart of the Finger Lakes. 0-0 your score as the Geneva Red Wings are hosting the Batavia Muckdogs at 3-2 and 4. The Geneva Red Wings, they sit at 1-4. Both teams in the bottom portion of the standings of the Western Division. And leading off for the Red Wings, it'll be the right fielder number 40, Nate Milk. So he'll step in. That one swung on and hit first pitch swinging to the shortstop who bobbles it, and that's going to be an E6 for Nate Milk. So the Red Wings have their first base runner of the ball game. The shortstop couldn't hang on to that one as that was Caleb Rodriguez with the error. And that'll now bring up Parker Walsh. So with no outs, the Red Wings have their first base runner of the ball game on the E6 there. Parker Walsh will step in 0 for 1 on the night, struck out looking back in the first inning. Pickoff attempt there from the lefty Prince. Just a lob over to keep the runner honest. As he'll step back on the mound. And Parker Walsh up at the plate. Runner goes, and they're going to have him. He's going to be safe. Stolen base there for Nate Milk, and another lob throw over there from the pitcher Prince, and Milk was just able to hustle that one out. So a stolen base for Nate Milk, and with no outs, the Red Wings have a runner in scoring position. Golden opportunity here for the Red Wings to take the early lead here and be the first one on the board. First pitch of the at-bat taken for a strike, count at 0-1. So no balls, 1 strike. Preston Prince out there for his Fourth inning of work thus far for him. 3 innings pitched, no hits, no runs, no walks, and 4 strikeouts. Runner goes again. Milk heading towards third. He's going to have another stolen base to his credit, as that throw was bounced by the catcher Manalaro. And the pitch did miss for a ball. So 1-1 your count. Red Wings have a runner 90 feet from home, Nate Milk, with 2 stolen bases. 1 ball, 1 strike, the pitch. Taken for a strike. Counts now 1-2. So Prince gets ahead in the count. And Milk has the speed there at third base. Anything into the outfield would likely score him. Even a fly ball. That one's going to hit the batter, Parker Walsh. So back-to-back base runners on the hit by pitch. And that'll now bring up in his Geneva Red Wings debut, Daniel Rogers, the third baseman from Troy, New York. And Daniel from Central Connecticut State University. There'll be a quick conference between Manalaro and Prince. And now the whole infield will come in, as will the pitching coach for the Batavia Muckdogs. And the first real trouble Prince has faced thus far this game, but the Red Wings went down 9 up, 9 down in the first 3 innings. And so far, their first 2 batters in the lineup both get on base. Runners on the corner. So Danny Rogers will step in. The conference breaks. And in the bottom of the 4th inning, the Geneva Red Wings threatening. No runs on 2 hits, 1 error for the Muckdogs, and no runs, no hits, no errors for the Red Wings. So even without a hit, the Red Wings still have runners on the corners with no outs here in the top of the 4th. Would be a great time to have his first career hit. Runner goes towards second. The throw down, not in time. So a stolen base for Parker Walsh. And so runners on second and third. No balls, 1 strike to count. The pitch swung on and missed. So 2 pitches and 2 strikes. And Rogers falls behind the count 0-2 now. Rogers did strike out looking in his first at-bat with the Red Wings for the 23 campaign. And Rogers with a golden opportunity. The 0-2 pitch swung on and popped up in the infield. That one is going to be caught by Caleb Rodriguez. Milk is going to act like he's going to go, and they're going to throw back to third. And the umpire says he's safe. It looked as if they had gotten Milk. Milk was trying to act like he was going to go home, but they threw to third base as he did that, and he honestly looked like he was out. Big protest from Prince in the umpire's face, but nonetheless, the first out of the inning on a P6. 1 away. Wow, what a sequence of events here. First pitch of the AB to Brennan Staubley, the cleanup hitter for the Red Wings here tonight. Had a foul pop-up to the catcher in his first AB in the second. That one missed for a ball. Counts at 1-0. Again, 0-0 your score here in the bottom of the 4th inning. That one swung on and fouled behind the catcher, Manalaro. Counts at 1-1. So 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out here. Bottom of the 4th inning. The 1-1 pitch swung on and missed. Strike 3. Another throw. A fake throw from Manalaro, as he lost the ball there trying to fake a throw down to third. Counts now 1-2. With 1 out in the bottom of the 4th. Runners on second and third. Nate Milk on third for the Red Wings, and Parker Walsh on second. A stolen base for Walsh got him to second, and 2 stolen bases for Milk, because that one's lined to the third baseman. That one's going to get kicked on the outer edge of the outfield, and that's going to be an RBI single for Brennan Staubley. And the Geneva Red Wings take a 1-0 lead in the bottom of the fourth inning. Brennan Staubly, the new face in the clubhouse, delivers for the Geneva Red Wings. And that'll now bring up Daniel Scalero. And Parker Walsh also advances to third base on the RBI single. So Brennan Staubly delivers for these Geneva Red Wings. First pitch of the AB fouled into the backstop. Count it 0-1. No balls, one strike, one out here. In the bottom of the fourth, Red Wings just took a 1-0 lead over the Batavia Muckdogs. As they're going to have the runner in a pickle there. Throw down. And another stolen base. Runner heads home. And they're going to say he's safe. So the runner steals second and Parker Walsh steals home. The Red Wings take a 2-0 lead here. In the bottom of the fourth, heads up base running from these Geneva Red Wings thus far. And Joey Martinez, the head coach, better be careful as he is yelling in home plate umpire's face. Not happy with the call. That he's trying to protest, saying that he tagged the runner on the foot, but it looked as if Walsh's hand was already in there. Very close play at the dish, but still looked like Walsh got in there safely. And awaiting confirmation on the count here. 0-2 your count. Excuse me, 0-1 your count as that one misses inside. Count at 1-1 now. And the Red Wings lead 2-0 in the bottom of the fourth inning. Brendan Staubly on second as he stole second base. That one taken for a strike. Count at 1-2. To Daniel Scalero, who will step back in, batting .384 coming into tonight. He grounded out 3-1 back in the second inning on a very close play at first. The 1-2 pitch from Prince. Swung on a miss. Big swing there from Scalero. Nothing doing. Strikeout swinging for the second out of the inning. And that'll bring up the designated hitter, Ryan Knight, number 25. Struck out swinging back in the second. And for Preston Prince, that was his fifth strikeout of the game thus far. Big inning for these Geneva Red Wings, putting up 2 runs. The first 2 runs scored in the ball game. They take a 2-0 lead over the Batavia Muckdogs. First pitch swinging hit to the second baseman who throws over to first for the final out of the inning. Big inning for the Red Wings. 2 runs scored. The score heading to the top of the fifth, 2-0. We'll be right back here on Finger Lakes One Radio and the Geneva Red Wings YouTube channel. As we're back here on Finger Lakes One Radio and the Geneva Red Wings YouTube channel, will be Lucas Lopez leading things off for the Muckdogs here in the top of the 5th inning. And in that last half inning, in the bottom of the 4th, the Geneva Red Wings put up 2 runs and had 4 stolen bases. That one swung on a hit on a line to the first baseman, Sclair, who knocks it down. Can't throw it over to first. That one will be an E3 for Scalero. So the Red Wings' first error of the game and a leadoff base runner. That'll be Lucas Lopez over at first. Unfortunate break there for the first baseman, Scalero. And that'll now bring up Matt DiStefano, the extra hitter, batting .300 coming into tonight. Grounded out 5-3 in his first at-bat. So DiStefano will step back in, facing Drew Munn back out there for his 5th inning of work. That one's going to hit him in the back of the helmet, as he appears to be okay. As I'll bring up Bryce Mortellaro. Bryce Mortellaro, excuse me, will step in for these Batavia Muckdogs. Runners on first and second, so quickly 2 quick base runners. So quick conference between Staubley and Munn appears to be rolling. Out-of-town scoreboard here as the Newark Pilots lead the Auburn Doubleday 7-6 at Colburn Park. They have runners on second and third with no outs in the top of the 7th inning. So looking for their first win of the ball game are the Newark Pilots. Would be significant too in terms for the Geneva Red Wings, as the Auburn Doubledays are up towards the top of the standings as well in the Western Division, sitting at 4th at 3-2. So that would move the Red Wings only to a game back if they were to win this one here tonight. Another bunt attempt there from Mortellaro, as that one's foul. Behind the count now 0-2 with runners on first and second. Mortellaro struck out swinging back in his first AB in the 2nd inning. And for Drew Munn so far, this is the first real trouble that we've seen him in so far. 4 innings pitched, 2 hits, 2 walks, but 5 strikeouts. 5 strikeouts through 4 innings for Drew Munn. He's been dealing thus far. The pitch swung on and missed. Fanned at by Mortellaro. His 6th strikeout of the game for Munn. And that'll now bring up the shortstop, number 7, Caleb Rodriguez. 0 for 1 on the night. Struck out swinging back in the 3rd inning. So Caleb Rodriguez will step back in for these Muckdogs. Was batting .142 coming into tonight. And as a team, this Muckdogs team, they bat .217 coming into tonight. So not the greatest batting average for the Muckdogs either. Early on here to start the season. For the Geneva Red Wings, just a little bit higher at .230 as a team. 1-0 pitch. Misses high, count at 2-0 to Caleb Rodriguez. In the top of the 5th inning, 2-0 your score at Historic McDonough Park. Across the board, no runs on 2 hits, 1 error for the Muckdogs. As the 2-0 pitch misses high as well. So 3 straight balls from Munn to Caleb Rodriguez. And that would walk the bases loaded for the Red Wings. The 3-0 pitch right down the heart of the plate. Counts at 3-1 now. Drew Munn v. Caleb Rodriguez. And for the Red Wings, 2 runs on 1 hit, 1 error for them. An error apiece for each club. As the 3-1 pitch, slider drops right over the dish. Count now full, 3-2. Drew Munn bouncing back after throwing 3 straight balls, has thrown 2 straight strikes and looking to win the battle here against Caleb Rodriguez. Munn from the stretch, the 3-2 pitch, swung on and hit. That one hit down the line, foul at third. Danny Rodriguez did backhand it, but it was in foul territory. So counts now full. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out here. 2-0 your score in the top of the 5th. Drew Munn looking to get out of danger here. So 3 ball, 2 strike. The payoff pitch from Munn. Swung on and hit. That one's going to be a bloop single. That one's going to get into the outfield. 1 run will score. The runner's going to head towards third and a throw in. An RBI single for Caleb Rodriguez, the Muckdogs' 3rd hit of the game. 2-1 now your score here. With 1 gone in the top of the 5th. Just a little bloop single there, but the damage still done. So the lead now cut to 1 run as it's 2-1 Red Wings with 1 out. And the Muckdogs, with runners on the corners, looking to do some more damage in the top of the 5th inning. Looks like there is someone warming up down there in the Geneva Red Wings bullpen, as that appears to be number 11. Can't exactly see from here, but when we do, we will let you know. First pitch missed for a ball, counts at 1-0 to Rashad Robinson. 0 for 1 on the night, grounded out 4-3. That one swung on and hit between the gap between the third baseman. Third baseman holding the runner close at third there. So an RBI single for Robinson, and we're knotted up at 2. And that will put runners on first and second now. So DeStefano comes in to score. 2-2, tie ball game now. Completely new ball game. So after the Red Wings score 2 in the bottom half of the 4th, the Batavia Muckdogs bounce right back and score 2 of their own in the top of the 5th here. That one swung on and fouled into the backstop. Count it 0-1 to Josh Leadham. So back at the top of the order as well for these Muckdogs. In the top of the 5th. No balls, 1 strike, 1 out here. Drew Munn in a little bit of trouble here with 1 out. That one swung on and missed. Both runners go. It'll be a double steal for the Muckdogs. And now they have runners on second and third, both in scoring position. And Josh Leadham batting .333 on the summer for these Muckdogs at the plate. So a very dangerous bat, but quickly behind the count 0-2. The 0-2, that one swung on a miss, strike 3. That's Drew Munn's 7th strikeout of the ball game. And that'll now bring up number 88, Giuseppe Arcuri, the third baseman, 0 for 2, with a fly out to left field in the first and a pop-up to the shortstop, Cameron Boardman, in the 4th. So Giuseppe Arcuri steps back in. That one misses low, count at 1-0. So 1 ball, no strikes. 2 outs here in the top of the 5th. That one hit out into left field. Walsh underneath it for the final out of the top of the 5th. Heading to the bottom half of the 5th. New ball game here. 2-2 your score, tied up. We'll be right back on Finger Lakes One Radio and the Geneva Red Wings YouTube channel. As we are back here at Historic McDonough Park, as we're all tied up at 2-2 your score in the bottom of the fifth inning. In the bottom of the fourth inning, the Geneva Red Wings scored 2 runs in responding in the next half inning, or the Batavia Muckdogs in the top of the fifth with 2 of their own. So 2-2 your score. It'll be Josh Aller leading things off for the Red Wings in the bottom of the fifth. As it's Alex Hale coming on to pitch now for the Batavia Muckdogs. So a pitching change. That's number 6, Batavia native from Batavia, New York, and Niagara County Community College, as Hale will step in to pitch. So the batter will step back in, as that's Aller. 1-1 pitch taken for a strike. Count at 1-2 now. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, no outs to John Aller. 1-2 pitch. Ooh, that one just misses. Very close. Thought the home plate umpire was going to ring him up, but 2-2 your count. Good eye from Aller. The 2-2 pitch, that one bounced in the dirt. Full count now. So after falling behind 1-2, Aller fights back and knots it up at 3-2 now. The Lafayette College baseball member. Full count, misses high. So after being on the count 1-2, Aller comes back and forces a leadoff walk. And the Red Wings have a leadoff base runner here in the bottom of the fifth. And that'll bring up from Trumansburg, New York, the center fielder number 10, Ethan Fulton. Grounded out 6-3 back in the third inning. But has a golden opportunity here, as the Geneva Red Wings are looking to reclaim the lead here in the bottom of the fifth. Squares the bunt, but will pull it back. That one misses for a ball. Counts at 1-0. So 1 ball, no strike. No out here. Bottom of the fifth inning. Ethan Fulton will step back in. Still looking for his first hit with the Geneva Red Wings on the summer. 1-0 pitch. Taken for a strike over the heart of the plate. Count at 1-1 to Ethan Fulton, as he will step back in. Pickoff attempt there will keep Aller close at first. 1-1 your count. So 1 ball, 1 strike, no outs here in the bottom of the fifth inning. 2-2 your score. Muckdogs 2 runs on 4 hits, 1 error. As the runner goes, heads towards second. That one's going to bounce off the catcher's equipment. Stolen base for John Aller. Red Wings not afraid to run it on the base pass, as they have been running all over Mortellaro here tonight. 2 balls, 1 strike the count. Red Wings with a runner in scoring position and no outs here in the bottom of the fifth. 2 runs on, 1 hit, 1 error for them. As a step off from the pitcher, Alex Hale, and doesn't even throw the ball just to keep the runner close. As Geneva has been menacing on the base pass here tonight. That one misses for a ball. Count at 3-1. And the Red Wings are on the verge of working back-to-back walks. And it's Cameron Boardman, the shortstop, number 1, who awaits on deck for them. 3 balls, 1 strike to count. No one in the pen warming up for the Muckdogs at the moment. The 3-1 pitch. Swung on and hit. That one hit into deep right center field. The center fielder makes the grab for the out. But that will advance the runner 90 feet. A well-hit ball there from Ethan Fulton. Looked like it was going to find the gap, but just hung up long enough. And that will now bring up Cameron Boardman. So an F8 for Ethan Fulton. With one gone here, that brings up the shortstop number 1, Cameron Boardman. Lined out to the third baseman back in the third on a very sharply hit ball. As our Curry made the play back in the third inning. Boardman batting 125 coming into tonight for the Red Wings as he'll step back in. The pitch catches the outer half of the plate, and 2 quick strikes from Alex Hale looking to get out of a jam here. Infield is playing in, so it looks like the play will be at home for the Muckdogs to try and keep this thing a 2-2 ball game. The pitch misses away, count at 1-2 now. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Sun shining at Historic McDonough Park. The 1-2 pitch from Hale swung on and fouled off into the glove for the second out of the inning. So a strikeout swinging for Boardman. And that will now bring up Nate Milk. So Nate Milk coming up to the plate now for the Geneva Red Wings. 2-2 your score with 2 outs. Nate Milk, first pitch swinging. That was going to be hit out into left field. The left fielder settles underneath it to make the play. So Alex Hale finds himself into a jam and gets himself out of one. 3 quick outs to close out the bottom of the 5th. Heading to the 6th inning. The score is tied 2-2. We'll be right back on Finger Lakes One Radio and the Geneva Red Wings YouTube channel. Back here on Finger Lakes One Radio and the Geneva Red Wings YouTube channel. Again, I'm Kyle French covering the game for you here tonight. The score is tied 2-2 in the top of the 6th inning. As that'll now bring up Henry Daniels. And for Daniels, 2 for 2 on the night, has 2 of the 4 Muckdogs hits. First pitch swinging for him. Counts at 0-1. And it's Drew Munn back out for another inning of work. Imagine he will have a short leash here, though, as there is someone ready and waiting in the Red Wings pen. But Munn, thus far, take away the last inning, even though giving up the 2 runs. Munn has done very well here tonight. 7 strikeouts on the night for the Geneva Red Wings. And the Central Connecticut State Blue Devil product has been dealing. 2-2 your score, top of the 6th, and 2 quick strikes from Munn. 0-2 count. The pitch misses away, count at 1-2. Henry Daniels will step back in for the Muckdogs from the left side of the batter's box. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, no outs. The 1-2 pitch. That one swung on and missed, strike 3. Munn's 8th K of the ball game. Ring him up. And that will be 1 away here in the top of the 6th. 2-2 your score again. Anthony Calabaro will be up for his 3rd AB of the ball game. second official AB, third plate appearance. First pitch taken for a strikeout or half of the plate. Count at 0-1. And 4. Calabro walked in the first and struck out swinging in the fourth. That one just misses off the edge of the plate. Count at 1-1 now. So 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out here. 2. Anthony Calabro. Drew Munn back out there for his 6th inning of work for the Red Wings. The pitch misses low. Count at 2-1. So 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out here. Drew Munn looking to go through 6 straight. The 2-1 pitch misses away. Count it 3-1. So 3 balls, 1 strike, 1 out here now. And again, imagine Munn's leash will be pretty short here as he's nearing the 100 pitch limit. Not limit, but 100 pitch mark. And they're going to say that one's a strike as the batter tosses the bat. And once again, Batavia's head coach, Joey Martinez, frustrated down there on the third base coach's box. The full count fouled off by Calabro. So we'll do the full count again. The payoff pitch from Drew Munn misses low for a ball. Count at 1-0. And still no visit yet. So they will let Munn continue. That'll bring up Adam Agresti, the designated hitter for these Muckdogs tonight. 0 for 2 thus far. Batting 200. Struck out swinging in the first and flew out to left in the 4th inning. So Agresti steps in. First pitch. And there for a strike. Munn loves throwing to that outer right side of the plate. 2 right-handed batters. And can't say I blame him. Very hard to hit those unless you're going to pull them into right field, which we did see an RBI single on that earlier. But Munn has been dialing and dishing around the dish thus far. As that one hit into center field. That one will drop in for a base hit. The runner rounds second and will stay there. So a 1-out single for Adam Agresti. And the Muckdogs have 2 base runners. And the head coach, Daniel Munn, will come out. And it looks like Drew Munn's night will be over. Pitching change for the Red Wings. Here in the top of the 6th. Final stat line for Drew Munn. 5.1 innings pitched. 5 hits, 2 runs, 3 walks, and 8 strikeouts. So more than a quality start for Drew Munn. We're going to take a quick break here on Finger Lakes One Radio and the Geneva Red Wings YouTube channel. Again, I'm Kyle French. We'll be right back with the pitching change. here on Figure Lakes 1 Radio and the Geneva Red Wings YouTube channel. First pitch, first swing in there for Lucas Lopez. A fly out to left field for the second out of the inning. And for the Geneva Red Wings, it will be number 23, Alex Deutsch from Westport, Connecticut, coming on to pitch. The 6'1", 180 lefty from Wesleyan University. So 2 away now. 1 pitch, 1 out for Deutsch. And Matt DeStefano will step in with runners on first and second. 0 for 1 on the night thus far. Hit by pitch in the 5th inning and grounded out 5-3 back in the 2nd. First pitch misses for a ball from Deutsch. Counts at 1-0. And the Muckdogs with runners on first and second with 1-0 the count. 2 outs. 2-2 your score. That one swung and fouled. Count at 1-1. That one fouled on a line towards the party deck here at Historic McDonough Park. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs here. The 1-1 pitch from Deutsch. Swung on and fouled off yet again. So 1-2 now. The count. As that one swung on and missed, strike 3 for the 3rd out of the top of the 6th. Deutsch comes in, gets out of the jam, heading to the bottom of the 6th. 2-2 your score. We'll be right back on Figure Lakes 1 Radio and the Geneva Red Wings YouTube channel. Back here at McDonough Park once again. 2-2 your score in the bottom of the 6th. And again, for those of you listening home, apologize for the camera. Best angle we're going to get from here in the press box at McDonough, unfortunately for the safety fence ahead of the screen due to the press box being on the roof of the grandstand. So 2-2 your score. Muckdogs and Red Wings tied, heading to the bottom of the 6th inning. That one swung on and hit up the middle, so it's a leadoff single for Parker Walsh, the left fielder, his first hit of the ball game. As that'll now bring up the third baseman, number 33, Danny Rogers, in his Geneva Red Wings debut, 0 for 2 on the night thus far. Two your score, bottom of the 6th. That was the Red Wings' second hit of the ball game. Daniel Rogers steps in. That one almost hits him. Good stop there from the catcher, Mortellero. As the count is at 1-0 to Danny Rogers. That one swung on and hit, and that will be a base hit. So back-to-back hits for the Geneva Red Wings with no outs, and that'll bring up Brendan Staubly, who had an RBI single in his last at-bat for this Red Wings bunch. So once again, Brendan Staubly with a golden opportunity for the Geneva Red Wings to reclaim the lead here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Runners on first and second. On first base is Danny Rogers, who just recorded his first hit as a member of the Geneva Red Wings from Central Connecticut State University. First pitch to Brendan Staubly. Missed for a ball, counts at 1-0. And another pitching change for the Muckdogs is it's Aiden Cooney coming on to pitch, number 46. So he's on the mound for the Muckdogs. And a golden opportunity. Brendan Staubly grounds that one, and it's going to be off of his foot. And it looks like they called him out. As there's some confusion behind the plate here. And Staubly is arguing with the umpire. It looks like it hit off Staubly's foot. So head coach Daniel Munn's going to come out and talk with the home plate umpire. And Staubly's still standing in the batter's box and clearly looked like it hit his foot. The runners did advance. And they're still going to say he's out. So not sure what's going on with this officiating crew here tonight, but a 5-3 ground out for Staubly, but the runners will advance 90 feet. So officially, we're going to score that as a sacrifice for Staubly. And the runners advance. So nonetheless, Staubly does the job and advances the runners on the sacrifice. As the first baseman, number 30, Daniel Scalaro, will step up to the plate. 0 for 2 on the night thus far. Grounded out 3-1 in the second and struck out swinging in the fourth. First pitch was in there for a strike. Count it 0-1. So no balls, 1 strike, 1 out here. The 0-1 pitch. Breaking ball misses. Breaking ball misses. Count it 1-1. So 1 ball, 1 strike to Daniel Scalaro. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. The pitch, that one swung on and grounded. That one for sure off the foot of the batter. And the Geneva Red Wings faithful giving it to the home plate umpire, making sure he knows that that one was grounded off the foot of the batter. So a little bit of fun between the home plate umpire and the Geneva Red Wings fans. Counts at 1-2 now. So 1 ball, 2 strike, 1 out to Daniel Scalaro. Steps back in, infield in yet again, trying to prevent the run. The 1-2 pitch, that one swung on and popped up behind the plate. Mortellaro watches it go over the netting. So 1-2 the score. So 1 ball, 2 strike, 1 out here. The 1-2 pitch misses low, and that one's going to get to the backstop, and the runner's going to head home. The catcher can't find it, and the runner is going to. So 2 runners score, and Mortellaro doesn't even know where the ball went. And the catcher, Mortellaro, doesn't even know where the ball is. Looks like it kicked up underneath, so not sure if they'll send him back to third. They will send the runner back to third. So only 1 run will score on the wild pitch. As the Red Wings reclaim the lead, 3-2 your score on the wild pitch. Aiden Cooney on the mound with 1 out. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 1 out to Daniel Scolaro with a runner on third. Infield still in trying to prevent the run. That one misses inside, and that will push the count full at 3-2. Three balls, 2 strikes, 1 out here. Bottom of the 6th. Red Wings looking to put another run on the board. That one swung on and missed. Strike 3 from Scolaro for the 2nd out of the game, and did swing at that one outside of the zone. Would have been ball 4. As that one now bring up Ryan Knight, the designated hitter, batting .250. And looks like there's going to be a mound visit and a pitching change for the Batavia Muckdogs. So when we know who that is, we'll let you know. We're going to head to a quick break. We'll be right back on Figure Lakes 1 Radio and the Geneva Red Wings YouTube channel. As we are back here at Historic McDonough Park, pitching change for the Muckdogs. It'll be Garrett Beaver coming on to pitch for Batavia. And the batter at the plate. First pitch swinging. That one's popped up. into left foul territory. The left fielder makes the grab as that was Ryan Knight. So FF7 the call to end the inning, but not before the Red Wings score one more run, heading to the top of the 7th inning. 3-2 your score. We'll be right back on Finger Lakes One Radio on the Geneva Red Wings YouTube channel. We are back here at McDonough Park. 0-1 the count to the leadoff batter, Bryce Mortellaro. Quickly 0-2 as that one's fouled off. In the top of the 7th inning here at McDonough Park. And again, the Red Wings will be back at home tomorrow, and I will be covering the game here on Finger Lakes One Radio and the Geneva Red Wings YouTube channel. 7:05 p.m. start time as that one is hit out into right field. As underneath it is Nate Milk, makes the play for the first out. F9 the call for Bryce Mortellaro, and quickly one away. It's still Alex Deutsch on the mound for the Geneva Red Wings. As that pitch misses, the first pitch of the AB to Caleb Rodriguez for a ball. Counts at 1-0. That one swung on and hit to the diving second baseman who fields and doesn't have a play at first. So an infield single for Caleb Rodriguez on a well-placed ball. Still a great stop from the second baseman, John Aller. And that'll now bring up Rashad Robinson, the left fielder. 1 for 2. On the night. Grounded out 4-3 in the 3rd inning and single with an RBI in the 5th. First pitch of the AB taken for a strike, count at 0-1 here in the top of the 7th inning. 3-2 your score, Geneva Red Wings lead. That one swung on and popped up into shallow center field as the center fielder, Ethan Fulton, makes the grab. F8, so 2 outs here for the Red Wings in the top of the 7th. And now I'll bring up the right fielder, number 16, Josh Leadham. So Josh Leadham will step up to the plate, 0 for 2 on the night with a walk and 2 strikeouts swinging. As Josh Leadham steps up with 2 gone. First pitch of the AB misses for a ball. Counts at 1-0. And it is official. The Newark Pilots picked up their first win of the summer. They beat the Auburn Doubledays 7-6. So official score from Falcon Park in Auburn, 7-6. As the ball misses, count at 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Top of the 7th, it's Alex Deutsch on the mound for the Red Wings. That one bounced in the dirt. Good stop from Staubly will hold Rodriguez at first. Counts at 2-1. Muckdogs down to their final 7 batters of the ball game. The 2-1 pitch. That one swung on and ripped to the shortstop, who fields and steps on second himself, as that was Cameron Boardman who made the play. Heading to the bottom half of the 7th, the Red Wings lead the Batavia Muckdogs 3-2. We'll be right back on Finger Lakes One Radio and the Geneva Red Wings YouTube channel. As we are back here at McDonough Park for the bottom of the 7th inning, your Geneva Red Wings lead the Batavia Muckdogs 3-2 here on Finger Lakes One Radio and the Geneva Red Wings YouTube channel. It's John Aller leading things off for the Red Wings in the bottom of the 7th. In 2 plate appearances thus far tonight, he walked in his last one in the 5th inning and was left on base and struck out looking back in the 3rd. First pitch taken for a strike from the pitcher, Garrett Beaver. So leave it to Beaver. Beaver coming on to pitch for the Batavia Muckdogs. Their 4th pitcher of the night as he relieved Aiden Cooney after only 2/3 inning of work. Second pitch misses for a ball. Count at 1-1. 3-2 your score. Bottom of the 7th inning. Red Wings up to bat. That one misses high and away. Count it 2-1. So 2 balls, 1 strike. And across the board for both teams, 2 runs on 6 hits, 1 error for the Muckdogs. And for the Red Wings, 3 runs on 3 hits, 1 error. The pitch misses outside for a ball. Count it 3-1 now. So the Red Wings looking for a leadoff walk yet again here to start off the bottom of the 7th to add some insurance runs here late in this one. 3-1 pitch. That one misses for a ball 4. So John Aller works his 2nd walk of the game. He'll head to first base. A leadoff walk at that for him. And that'll now bring up Ethan Fulton. Ethan Fulton in center field tonight for the Red Wings. 0 for 2 thus far. 6-3 ground out in the 3rd and a fly out to the center fielder back in the 5th, as that's Calibro out there in center field. So Fulton stepping up. Still looking for his first hit as a Red Wing. First pitch of the AB misses for a ball. Counts at 1-0. That last hit, the deep fly out to center field for Fulton, was very deep out there. Looked like it was going to find the gap, But that awkward outfield here at McDonough Park, how it kind of just is in the shape of a very sharp diamond in the center. 410 dead center here at McDonough Park. So 1 ball, 1 strike. Now the count to Ethan Fulton as he steps back in. Garrett Beaver on the mound. That one swung on and popped up. This one down the third base line, and it drops in for a base hit. So a little bloop single down the third base line for Ethan Fulton, and the Red Wings have runners on first and second with no outs in the bottom of the 7th. And that was Ethan Fulton's first hit as a Geneva Red Wing. So Fulton and Rogers for the Red Wings both picking up their first career hits today at McDonough Park. And that now brings up the 10-spot hitter, Cameron Boardman, playing shortstop tonight, and he has been very good defensively for the Red Wings here. 0 for 2 thus far on the night with a line out to the third baseman in the 3rd inning. Our Curry, first pitch swinging, that one swung on a miss, count at 0-1. And he struck out swinging in his last at-bat in the 5th inning. So Boardman came into tonight batting 125. The 0-1 pitch, bunt, as that one is going to be bunted to the first baseman. The second baseman comes over to field it. So score that one 1-4. 3-4 ground out. Good coverage there. Heads up play from the second baseman. And the runners advance 90 feet each to second and third. And that brings up the 1-spot hitter, the leadoff hitter, Nate Milk. So in prime position are these Geneva Red Wings. Milk 0 for 3 thus far on the night, though, but batting .363 coming into the night. Slider breaks away at the last second across the middle of the plate, and the count is at 0-1. And another out-of-town scoreboard, courtesy to Cam Miller. Jamestown defeats Elmira 5-3. That one popped up down the first base line, and the Muckdogs can't feel that one. It drops in between 3 Muckdogs, right in the dead center of all 3 of them. So 0-2 the count now to Nate Milk. No balls, 2 strikes, 1 out here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Nate Milk will step back up into the batter's box for the Geneva Red Wings. Runners on second and third. Looking to get some insurance here late, and that one away. Slider had him swinging out of his shoes for the second out of the inning. And that now brings up Parker Walsh. Has scored 2 runs for the Red Wings here thus far. As Parker Walsh will step in. Singled and scored in his last at-bat in the 6th and was hit by a pitch and scored in the 4th. So Parker Walsh steps in here with a chance to add some insurance for these Geneva Red Wings in the bottom half of the 7th inning. First pitch to him, big cut and a big miss. Oh, Walsh just got over the top of that one as that one broke at the last second. No balls, 1 strike now. The 0-1 pitch misses away. Count at 1-1 now. And Beaver has a lot of tail on his pitches, as they seem to start right where the batter is and just tail right off to the other opposite side of the batter's box. So 1 ball, 1 strike. The 1-1 pitch, yet again, tailing slider from Beaver misses away. Count at 2-1 now. And there is a place to put Walsh. First base is vacant, but that would load the bases with the newly signed Geneva Red Wing, Danny Rogers, in the 3-hole. 2-1 pitch. That one taken for a strike, and the count's evened up at 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here. 3-2 your score. Bottom of the 7th inning. Can Parker Walsh add some insurance here for the Geneva Red Wings? The payoff pitch from Beaver. That one swung on and missed. Strike 3. The Red Wings strand runners on second and third. Heading to the top of the 8th inning. 3-2 your score. We'll be right back on Finger Lakes One Radio and the Geneva Red Wings YouTube channel. We are back here on Finger Lakes One Radio and the Geneva Red Wings YouTube channel. It's our Curry leading things off, who hits that one on the line to Rogers, throws over to Scalaro at first. What a play. 5-3 ground out on the first pitch from our Curry. Swung and hit, and Danny Rogers fitting right in to this Geneva Red Wings lineup. One away. And again, that is Alex Deutsch back out for another inning of work, his third inning of work for the Geneva Red Wings. Henry Daniels will step up 2 for 3 on the night. Pair of singles in the first and fourth innings was the first 2 hits of any team. First 2 hits by any team of the game to start out. Struck out swinging in his last AB in the 6th inning as Henry Daniels will step back in. Batting .294 coming into tonight. Big swing there, fouled off into the Red Wings dugout. Count now at 0-2. So no balls, 2 strikes, 1 out here. And it looks like there is someone up in the Geneva Red Wings bullpen. And warming. As lefty on lefty matchup, the 0-2 pitch from Deutsch. Swung on and missed, strike 3. Great movement on the slider. 2 away. The Geneva Red Wings' 10th strikeout of the game thus far. And that'll now be number 18, Anthony Calabro, the center fielder, stepping up to the plate. That one misses for a ball. Count at 1-0 to Anthony Calabro. One and 0 thus far here tonight. That one in there for a strike. Count at 1-1. And for Deutsch so far, two and a third inning of work, 1 hit, 2 strikeouts. So Deutsch has been good. And that was his 20th pitch. That one misses for a ball. Count at 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike. The 2-1 pitch swung on and lined back up the middle. Calabro has his first hit of the game. 1 for 2 on the night. He is now. As that will now bring up Adam Agresti, the designated hitter. 1 for 3 on the night thus far. As Adam Agresti will step in. 1 for 3 on the night thus far. And that puts Anthony Calabro over on first base. The first pitch swung on and fouled. And that one will head towards the Muckdogs area over there. Count at 0-1. And the Muckdogs are down to their final 4 outs of the game. As Agresti will step back in. Came into tonight batting .200 for the Muckdogs. 0-1 pitch. Misses inside. Count at 1-1 now, so evened up. 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 outs here. Top of the 8th inning. 3-2 your score. Red Wings looking to secure a victory. 1-1 pitch. Runner fakes to go. We'll head back to first. Swung on and missed was the pitch. And the pitcher, Alex Deutsch, gets ahead in the count. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Top of the 8th. Deutsch via Agresti. The pitch. Misses low. Count 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs in the top of the 8th inning. The 2-2. And the pitch. Bounce in the dirt. That'll make the count full. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. As Agresti steps back in. The full count pitch. Misses away. Ball 4. That'll put runners on first and second now. And that'll bring up the second baseman, number 36, Lucas Lopez. 0 for 3 on the night, and it looks like head coach Daniel Munn's going to come out and chat with his pitcher, Alex Deutsch. There is someone up in the Red Wings pen. This appears just to be a mound visit. No signal yet from Munn. Going to chat with his pitcher, Deutsch. Home plate umpire will clean off the plate while this goes on. Has a little bit of a conference here. Conference adjourned, so it looks like Deutsch will stay in the game for the Red Wings. Runners on first and second, 2 outs. Top of the 8th inning. 3-2 your score, so the Red Wings hanging on to a narrow lead. So that brings up Lucas Lopez. 0 for 3 thus far on the night. He did reach and score on an E3 back in the 5th inning. And Staubly will quickly come out and chat with his pitcher. Looks like they're trying to give the warming up pitcher in the pen some time to get ready. So Staubly back behind the dish. Lucas Lopez back up at the plate. And Alex Deutsch will step back up. The pitch misses inside for a ball. Counts at 1-0. So 1 ball, no strikes, 2 outs. As Lucas Lopez steps back in for the Batavia Muckdogs. The 1-0 pitch from Deutsch. Misses away, counts at 2-0. And it appears as if Deutsch, in the matter of like the last 2 batters, has lost almost all but his control. Not ideal for Geneva, as they hold a slim 1-run lead here. Top of the 8th. That one misses for a ball low. Count at 3-0. 3 balls, no strikes, 2 outs here. This would load the bases. With the dangerous hitting, Matt DiStefano waiting on deck. 3-0 pitch in the inner half of the plate for a strike. Count at 3-1. We'll see if Deutsch can bounce back. So runners on first and second for Batavia. The pitch swung on and missed. That'll push the count full. Can Deutsch bounce back? Three balls, two strikes, two outs. The payoff pitch from Deutsch just misses low, and that will load the bases, and it looks like Deutsch's night will be done. Head coach Daniel Munn coming out, and he will signal towards the bullpen. So pitching change for the Red Wings. We're going to take a quick break, and we will be right back on Finger Lakes One Radio and the Geneva Red Wings YouTube channel. Back here on Finger Lakes One Radio and the Geneva Red Wings YouTube channel. Pitching change for the Red Wings with the bases loaded. It'll be Joey Casper coming on to pitch for these Red Wings with the bases loaded, and a pinch hitter for Matt DiStefano is Chad Falcon. No hits thus far for the Muckdogs on the summer. That one misses for a ball, counts at 1-0. So Falcon batting from the left side of the batter's box, looking to get a favorable righty on lefty matchup. As the 1-0 pitch misses low, count it 2-0 now. And nowhere to put him. A walk here would tie the ball game with 2 outs in the top of the 8th. Bases loaded. And Casper, 2 innings of work, 4 hits, 2 runs thus far on the summer, 4 strikeouts. That one taken for a strike, count it 2-1. And Falcon not happy with the call. And neither is Joe Martinez over there from the pen. That one swung on and roped into left field. Diving play, Parker Walsh keeps it a 3-2 ball game. Heading to the bottom of the 8th. What a play. Parker Walsh diving grab in left field. The game is tied 3-2 heading to the bottom of the 8th inning. The Red Wings will be coming up to bat. Parker Walsh, number 11. What a play. We'll be right back on Figure Lakes One Radio and the Geneva Red Wings YouTube channel. We are back here at Historic McDonough Park for the bottom of the 8th inning. And if you're just joining us in the top of the 8th inning with 2 outs, the Batavia Muckdogs had the bases loaded. Parker Walsh, what a diving grab out there in left field, keeps the game. A 1-run lead and a Red Wings lead. And the Red Wings are up to bat. That one swung on and hit by Rogers into left field. Left fielder underneath it for the out. For one pitch, 1 out. Danny Rogers, a fly out to left field, as that will now bring up the catcher, number 39, Brennan Staubley, as he comes up to the plate for the Geneva Red Wings. From Franklin Pierce University, redshirt freshman there. He'll step in. Staubley, 1 for 2 on the night thus far with a sacrifice. As that one misses for a ball, counts at 1-0. So 1 ball, no strikes, 1 out. The 1-0 pitch from Beaver. Misses away. Count at 2-0 now. 2 balls, no strikes. 2 Staubley, 1 gone here in the bottom of the 8th inning. 3-2, Red Wings lead. The pitch, that one swung on and fouled sharply down the first base line. Counts at 2-1 now. So 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out here in the bottom of the 8th inning. As 2-1 your count, Brennan Staubley will step back in versus Beaver. As the 2-1 pitch, and they're going to say Staubley went around halfway. Count now, 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out here. Bottom of the 8th. The pitch from Staubley. The pitch to Staubley misses. Counts at 3-2. Garrett Beaver, in 1.2 innings of work thus far, has 2 strikeouts and only 1 hit given up. The payoff pitch from Beaver. Swung on and fouled, so we'll do it again. The parking lot staying busy here at McDonough Park here tonight. despite the overcast, we've managed to avoid, for the most part, any and all rain. That one fouled off yet again. So, for the third time, we'll do another full count. And a reminder, Stauble went 2 for 4 with an RBI in the last meeting between these two teams just a few days ago in the 10-6 Muckdogs victory. So Stauble steps back in. The payoff pitch. That one swung on and hit to the shortstop. Rodriguez throws, and that one's going to be an E6. That one gets all the way to the backstop. Stauble rounds first and heads towards second, and he's going to round second and stay put. So an E6 in advance to second base for Stauble on the error for the shortstop Rodriguez. His second error of the game. 2 errors for this Muckdogs team, and both of them charged to the shortstop, Caleb Rodriguez. So an E6, and Brendan Stauble is now in scoring position, and this would be ideal for the Geneva Red Wings. An opportunity to add an insurance run here late in the 8th inning. And that brings up Daniel Scalaro. Over 3 on the night thus far, but came into the night batting .384 for the Red Wings. So he'll step in. The pitch misses away, counts at 1-0. No one down there working in the Muckdogs pen, so it looks like this is Beavers' game to finish for them. Count at 1-0. 1 ball, no strikes, 1 out here. 3-2 your score. Red Wings lead. The 3-2 pitch, taken for a strike, inside corner. Count at 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out here to Scalaro, who will step back in. Brendan Stauble sits on second base. That one swung on and hit to the shortstop, who backhands and throws over to first. Another E6 and a scoring run. The Geneva Red Wings had a run of insurance, and Rodriguez cannot catch a break over there at shortstop. His 3rd error of the game, and the Geneva Red Wings take a 4-2 lead. That'll now bring up Ryan Knight. And again, Scalaro advances to second. So another runner in scoring position for the Red Wings with 1 gone. So Knight will step in. Over 3 on the night thus far, with a strikeout, ground out, and a flyout in foul territory. Was batting .250 coming into this evening. First pitch missed for a ball, counts at 1-0. That one swung on and hit. That one will get down into the outfield and bounce off the outfielder's glove. They're going to hold the runner at third. So now runners on the corners. for the Red Wings with 1 gone after the base hit. And that will now bring up John Aller. So the Red Wings keep marching. And they lead this one 4-2 here late. 4-2 your score. Red Wings lead. The pitch. That one taken for a strike. Runner goes, and they're going to have the runner at third base caught in a pickle. Catcher comes on, and he's going to fall down and be out. So that will be the second out. Heads up play there from the catcher. Score that one 2-5. So score that one 2-5. And that will be the second out of the inning. Not heads up base running there for the Geneva Red Wings. So now 2 outs, and that one swung on and fouled off. Count is 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here to John Aller, as he will step back in. Red Wings did take a 4-2 lead, but had runners on second and third. Would have had runners on second and third. That one in there, strike three for the third and final out of the inning. So heading to the top of the ninth, the Batavia Muckdogs have 3 outs left. They trail the Geneva Red Wings 4-2. We'll be right back on Finger Lakes One Radio and the Geneva Red Wings YouTube channel. We are back here on Finger Lakes One Radio and the Geneva Red Wings YouTube channel. Again, I'm Kyle French, closing this one out with you. The Batavia Muckdogs are down to their final 3 outs. It's going to be a pinch hitter. It'll be number 12 for the Batavia Muckdogs. As that is Kyle Hetherington step in. First pitch missed for a ball. Counts at 1-0. As he steps in, that one bounced in the dirt. 2 straight balls from Casper. As Hetherington steps in, the 2-0 pitch from Casper. Misses low, counts at 3-0, and not ideal. And again, we are in the top of the 9th inning. Red Wings looking to close this one out. 4-2 your score. The 3-0 pitch misses away, a leadoff walk for the Geneva Red Wings, and that will bring up Caleb Rodriguez, number 7. No one warming in the Geneva pen. No one even in the pen. As this is Casper's game to close out for Geneva. That one misses inside. 5 straight balls from Joey Casper. The Muckdogs have a runner over there on first base with no outs. Rodriguez 2 for 3 on the night thus far with a pair of singles. That one misses inside. Not sure where that one missed. Counts at 2-0 now. 2 balls, no strikes, no outs here. And Casper in danger of walking back-to-back runners here in the 9th. The 2-0 pitch from Casper misses high. 7 straight balls from Casper. Red Wings lead 4-2. 3 balls, no strikes, no outs. Top of the 9th. The 3-0 pitch taken for a strike. Can Casper bounce back in the AB? 3-1 the count. 3 balls, 1 strike, no outs here. Top of the 9th inning. 3-1 pitch. That one misses inside. Ball 4. Back-to-back walks to start off the 9th inning. And that will now bring up Rashad Robinson. And for Robinson, 1 for 3 on the night thus far. Singled with an RBI back in the 5th. Quick meeting here as Danny Rogers will come in and Staubly will come in to chat with the pitcher, Casper. Not ideal at all. And quickly, a pitcher is going to run down to the Geneva bullpen to warm up. Quick meeting there for Staubly. Rashad Robinson will step in, and the runner will step off. Back on the mound is Casper. The first pitch of the AB. Squares the bunt, does Robinson. That one in on the outer half of the plate for a strike. Count at 0-1. No balls, 1 strike, no outs here. Squares the bunt again. That one in on the outer half of the plate. Strike 2. Rashad Robinson can't believe it. Casper gets ahead in the count, 0-2. So 2 straight called strikes. Robinson back in the batter's box. The 0-2 pitch misses outside, count at 1-2. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, no outs. As Robinson steps back in, the left fielder tonight for the Muckdogs. The 1-2 pitch, swung on, strike 3. The first out of the inning. A strikeout swinging for Robinson, and that will now bring up the top of the order, Josh Leadham. The right fielder, 0 for 3 thus far on the night. As Josh Leadham steps in. As Leadham steps in, 0 for 3 on the night. Walked in the first inning and was caught stealing by Staubly. First pitch taken for a strike. Casper bouncing back here. Counts at 0-1. Also reached in his last AB on a fielder's choice in the 7th inning. So Leadham will step back in. The 0-1 popped up behind the plate and out of play. That one will hit up here. Owen to the count. Can Casper put away Josh Leadham? Has a pair of strikeouts already. This would be the gold sombrero. No balls, 2 strikes, 1 out here. The 0-2 pitch. Misses, runner goes, heads down, and they got him. Caught stealing was the runner. Kyle Heatherton caught stealing. And Staubly, with a cannon behind the dish, catches his 3rd runner stealing of the game. The second out, 1-2 your count to Josh Leadham. The 1-2 pitch fouled off into the net, so we'll do the 1-2 again. The Muckdogs down to their final strike of the game. 4-2 your score. The 1-2 pitch from Casper misses outside. Count at 2-2. Tying run at the plate. As Caleb Rodriguez awaits on second. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the top of the ninth. Muckdogs down to their final strike. The 2-2 pitch from Casper to lead him. Just misses outside. Such a close pitch on the outer half of the plate. The count is now full. And it's a thriller here tonight at McDonough Park. The payoff pitch from Casper. In there, strike 3. As Josh Leadham called out on strikes, the Geneva Red Wings defeat the Batavia Muckdogs. Your final score, 4-2. What a play. Casper bounces back. Your final score here on Finger Lakes One Radio and the Geneva Red Wings YouTube channel. Geneva 4, the Batavia Muckdogs 2. Across the board for the Muckdogs, 2 runs on 7 hits, 3 errors. And for your victorious Geneva Red Wings, 4 runs on 5 hits, 1 error. As we'll pop up the standings graphic real quick and do a quick update for you for the Western Division. As the Geneva Red Wings improved to 2-4, and the Batavia Muckdogs fall to 3-3. As for the Auburn Double Days, they will fall to 3-3 as well. And the Newark Pilots bouncing up to 1-6. So a little adjustment there, given the events of the last few hours. The Red Wings defeat the Batavia Muckdogs 4-2. As always, ladies and gentlemen, it's been a pleasure. I'm Kyle French. We will be back tomorrow, 7:05 first pitch start time, as the Geneva Red Wings will host the Elmira Pioneers. We'll see you tomorrow on Finger Lakes One Radio and the Geneva Red Wings YouTube channel. Take care, everyone. Wings win.